Calm as a
No, that's the headline. That's the headline.
This will be the end of it.
I would say, I feel like up until now, Finn's been kind of shielded by the worst of the Peaky Blinders, and all of their extracurricular activities that they get up to. Do you think, or knowing what you know about season 6, is there a baptism of fire for your character?
This season, he's finally a man. He's finally perhaps realised what his own, what he wants to do with his own life, basically. What his wishes were. He's discovered that he can have his own wishes instead of just following orders. And a lot of that is fear. A lot of that is misguidance. A lot of that is shattered ethos that has been displayed to him or beat into him in a mental sense. And I just think that this season he's taken more of an observational role, though he's more involved than ever in particular things. But the avenue that Tommy goes down in terms of the political bullshit, as I guess Finn would call it, is very distant, a very distant world that he's only just stepped into their old world, let alone this new world. So I think though he hasn't been schooled, though he hasn't gone to war, I think through the guidance and the many circumstances he's found himself in, he's had enough wit about him to think maybe this isn't the path he should follow.
That was the most articulate, trying to not give a spoiler, but yet that's what we want. That was
shoot me now,
No. I think you perfectly did it without giving away too much. I spoke to Sophie a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about obviously season 6 and how I read somewhere that Stephen said that Peaky Blinders is back with a bang, and she told me that if she was to give a word, we were saying how it's anarchy. From what I've seen and from what she knows about season 6, fans should expect anarchy. So do you have any other adjectives? What are fans going to expect if you could put it in one word? So we've got bang and anarchy.
What's that phrase? Just you reap what you sow, or just you get. What's that phrase? I want to give a phrase, not a word.
Okay, fine.
It's just
so go on.
You I don't know. Yeah,
you reap what you sow.
Calm as a.
No, that's the headline. That's the headline.
I guess, and that's what just comes to mind. It's true that in many ways, because then it leaves it open to just there's so much stuff. The Stephen's now written somewhat of an empire of storylines, and you constantly sort of flick through them, but all of them are always referencing the sort of the king, which is Tommy's story, and. Yeah, it's just calm as a bitch, I guess. And even in Finn's case, not to slightly move away from that, even in Finn's case, I think he's just I'm not being a part of that energy, I guess. Even though he obviously is, and continue to live in that world. But I think we just see the mental journey of him continuing to follow orders, but be a bit oh gosh.
Take a good look, Tom. Because one of us isn't going to be here for long.
One last deal to be done.
Tommy! I want to know, obviously you have the pleasure of starring alongside Cillian Murphy. What's something you've learned that has surprised you? And then to wrap that up, what do you know about the Peaky Blinders film? Tell me everything.
Peaky Blinders film, I genuinely don't know a thing. I know everyone says this, but Stevens, I think it's a passion of Stevens that may or may not come to fruition. And you were saying about Cillian, and just it's been an honor with everybody, and even this year, doing more and more scenes with him, and they're quite like their characters in many ways. Cillian's very collected. Paul's very, and I'm not. This isn't a curse, or it's not even in my opinion. It's just an observation of they just are. It was great casting, and I guess I am like Finn. I when necessary, I am quite violence the wrong word. I'm quite venomous, but I'm very gentle at heart, very gentle person. And that's where we do differ. He leans more into that, but it's because of the guidance. So you can see like that. Anyway, casting's good. And it's just, it's been an honor. And I think that the film, I'm not sure if I want to do, just because of obvious reasons. Like, I don't want to be doing this into my mid to late 20s. I'm already sort of getting to my mid 20s now, and I just, it's a bit.
Fair enough.
Respectfully, I love it. It's brought me wonders, and it's taught me so much. But
yeah. Well, we'll just have to see. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.